Okay, welcome back, folks. Let's take a look at the markets. In my last analysis video, which is what you see here on the chart, this is last Friday, I said I want to see a movement up on Monday, okay, to take out Friday's highs, and then I want to see a movement down into this fair value gap for a long, okay? That's what I said last week, okay? So instead of the market taking out Friday's low, we had Monday go up. Okay, Tuesday also go up, and Wednesday also go up. Okay, and so again, we have 3 days where you have breakout long traders in the market. Okay, so breakout traders here who have taken a long on the breakout of Friday's high on Monday. Okay, breakout traders who have taken a long on the breakout of Monday's high on Tuesday. Okay, and breakout traders again who've taken a long. Okay, from Tuesday's highs on Wednesday. Okay, 3 days of breakout traders in the market. Wednesday being the middle of the week, we have a move down on Wednesday. Okay, where does that come in? Exactly where I was looking for to take a long, which is that fair value gap on Friday. See how that aligns perfectly with the fair value gap. Okay, that's 27.10. Now I was hoping to get that on the Monday, right? And then take a long on the Monday. But as I said in my video last week, it doesn't matter what I think. It all comes down to the setup. Okay, so instead of getting it on Monday, we got it on Wednesday, right? Now, throughout the week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the VIP have been exercising and engaging with price and practicing and learning with what we see on the charts, okay? So VIP, we took a nice long setup here on Tuesday, okay? This one, I think I have put on the YouTube channel, the execution video. So that was a long on Tuesday, okay, from this bullish breaker, okay? I think that was a nice 100 pip move. Okay. Then I think from memory, we also took a short here. Okay. And then a long here on the Wednesday. So VIP, we're practicing engaging with price in both directions, understanding the setups and the directional bias. Okay. Now on Thursday, now we're in the buy program, right? Because we've come down into key level that I've already had planned from previous Friday, this key level. Okay. And we've had a dump that has taken out the low of the week. So Monday, Tuesday, that's the low of the week. Wednesday comes in and takes out the low of the week. Now the market has established a buy program. So we are bullish, okay, from this point, something I mentioned at the start of the week, that this is where I want to see the market come down into for changing direction. So on Thursday, we've also taken along another nice 100 pips, okay. And Friday, we had a bit of manipulation that was a little bit tricky to trade, okay. And on Friday, we did try to take a long from this London setup coming down into this bullish order block, okay, but that failed and we went lower, and then we took another long from the low of the day, okay. I just took a scalp from the low of the day back up to somewhere around where the New York opened. For me, that was about 70 or 80 pips, and then that move continued, and VIP, some of the students took a long targeting the high of that particular day. Okay, so a very good week for VIP. We're trading, exercising, engaging with price, paper demo trades in both directions of the market, learning about price action. Okay, and in VIP, we're consistently generating 50 pips, 70 pips, 100 pips per day on a consistent basis. While everybody else is struggling to trade this market at all-time highs, VIP, with my guidance and teachings, are able to scalp 50, 70, 100 pips almost every day in both directions. That's the benefit of being part of a community and then trading alongside on a paper trading account, demo account, with someone that does this every single day. That's the benefit, okay? Now, you folks on your comments have asking me, what's the setup, right? Now, I can give you the setup, but that's not going to be enough, right? You know the setup, right? So if I go back throughout the week and just talk about the setups, I can give them to you, but without knowing the bias, the timings, what to look for, learning how to identify the manipulation, the setup is going to mean nothing to you. ICT has already taught you the setups. They're bullish order blocks, they're bullish breakers, they're fair value gaps, right? If we look at the setup that was done here on a Tuesday, okay, we have 3 down candles, right? That down here, that is the bullish order block. We're above, okay? Open of Asia comes down into bullish order block. We've taken along. That's the setup, bullish order block, but that does nothing for you. Knowing the setup is not enough. You've got to have context, right? Everyone has seen this big move down on Wednesday. Everyone's looking to short, okay? So most retail traders, including ICT, retail traders are looking to short when they see these big down days. We're looking to long, okay? You're going to have setups, bearish and bullish on those days. Which one are you going to take? So knowing the setup is not going to help you, okay? The trade that I did on Monday, was the bullish breaker. You got it low, high, lower low. We're pushing up through that bullish breaker. I've taken a long from that level. Okay, that is a bullish breaker. Now, you knowing that is not going to help you. You already know what a bullish breaker is. You've got to have context, narrative, understanding of timings. Okay, that's where VIP is useful. You've got to join the VIP group where I'm providing that guidance. We look at every single session, every single day. Okay, we determine directional bias, and then I provide trade IDs, setups that VIP will evaluate and look at, and then engage with price on a paper or demo trading account. That's how you learn. Then I'll do my own trades, okay, and provide them those entries that I'm taking, as well as deep dive videos, post-trade analysis to help them understand why I took that trade. Okay, that's how you're going to learn. You need to learn from someone who trades this market every single day, almost every single session, and evaluate and analyze what I'm saying in my post-trade analysis videos, as well as my pre-trade IDs and setups and directional bias. You already know the setups, okay? So you're asking me on my YouTube videos in the comment section, what is that setup? The setups are there already in advance. You know them. You can see them on the charts, right? Bullish order blocks, bullish breakers, bearish order blocks, bearish breakers, right? Fair value gaps. There's a trade here on Friday, okay, along down at the open of New York. Fair value gap. This is right at the start of New York after taking out the London lows at the low of the day, okay? This is also coming into a 4-hourly fair value gap, and I think it was also on a 1-hourly fair value gap, right? Here's another bullish order block, right? You know these setups. So it's not about what is the setup, because you already know the setups. 2 down candles, move up, validate, come down, bullish order block, okay? Here, at the open of New York coming into a fair value gap, right? You know the setups, but knowing the setups is not enough. Okay, here we move up. This is now 9 a.m. pushing down into this down candle, which is a bullish order block. You have a fair value gap there as well, right? This one here at the end of New York, fair value gap pushing down into this fair value gap institutional order flow entry drill, right? And bullish breaker, high, low, higher high, pushing down into this up candle, bullish breaker. The setups are there. If you're not able to trade now, knowing the setups, which are already there, you're not going to be able to trade if I just give you the setups on the YouTube videos I'm posting. Okay, it's not enough. That's why you're not able to do this in real time. You need to be part of a community where we talk about this every single day in advance before these setups occur, and trade on our paper demo trading account to engage with price and to experience that trade and manage that trade as it is evolving. Okay, so I want to make that clear that you knowing the setups is not going to do anything for you. You already know the setups because ICT has already taught us all the setups, all the PD arrays, all the signatures, and the ICT kill zone times. I'm not introducing anything new here. This is not something I've made up. This is all ICT. Yes, I add my flavor, my own personality in terms of my own trading style, okay, which is inside of my VIP community. They see me trade. They see me post my IDs, the directional bias, the context of what I'm thinking for that day or that week. And then we identify the setups at key times in alignment with the directional bias, okay? That's what's important, right? So you need to join the community if you really want to learn how to do this the right way. You already know the setups. They're already there, okay? You need the guidance and a bit more information about bias and timing and what to look out for and how to set targets, okay? How to identify the manipulation, whole range of things that we do live in the community, okay? Now, something that I have mentioned previously is that I'm going to be increasing the membership fee for the VIP community. That's going to be occurring in November, okay? Right now, monthly membership is $97 per month, okay? And that is the launch price. That price will now go to $197 per month. So you still have time. If you want to join now and lock in the launch price, because that price is then locked in for you forever, so long as you remain as an active subscriber month to month, okay? Next year, the membership fee is rising to $497 per month. So if you really want to learn this stuff and you want to be a part of the community, then now's your chance before the price hike, okay? Lock in your price now. Now, somebody also asked the question is, what sessions do we trade? Now, first of all, we do a lot of trading, okay? More than what I anticipated, but I worked out early on that that's the only way students will learn, by watching me trade and engaging with price. Now, when I say trade, I'm not talking about risking real capital, okay? I'm encouraging you to only use paper trade or demo accounts, okay? Not risk real capital, okay? But at the end of the day, you need to be able to engage with price. That's why we do a lot of trades in our paper or demo account, okay? And the answer to the question is, what sessions do we trade? It's almost every single session, almost every single day, okay? Because I want students to engage with price, to get that understanding of price action. And the only way you're going to be able to do that as a student is to engage with price as often as you can. Also, students are from many different time zones. So I typically trade every session, okay? And that provides the opportunity for students in different time zones to be able to learn and engage with price at a time that suits them. A lot of students are working 9-to-5 jobs, Okay, so it's difficult for them to engage with price live. So I try to do live trades with students as often as I can. Okay, again, that's not an invitation for you to come in and join this to trade with real capital. This is not a signal service. I'm teaching you how to read price action, how the markets work, how price is delivered, the key times, and how to set targets and how to identify manipulation. Okay, that's what you're learning. But it's not just about what is the setup. For me to tell you on a YouTube video, you're not going to learn how to do this properly just by listening to me on one video saying this is the setup. The setup's already there. Bullish order block, bearish breaker, bullish breaker, fair value gap, right? They are the setups. You can see them clearly on the chart as ICT has taught us. Okay, let me talk about some of the challenges we had on Friday. Okay, which is what you see here on the charts. Now, what I like to trade is a dump for the pump or a pump for the dump, and so I like to identify the dump. Normally, what we see is Asia from its open pumping down. Okay, we're looking for a long setup. Okay, and we're looking for a reversal when we see a market pumping down. So here, Asia's pumped down, and then we've got this down candle that has taken liquidity on the left. Okay, then at the start of London, we have this down candle right at the start of London. Okay, or on my chart, I mark it as 2 a.m. because I like to trade the second hour of the session, but the London official opening is 1 a.m. Okay, but at the second hour, which is the time that I want to trade this market, this down candle is pushing into this down candle, which is basically a bullish order block, because that down candle has also taken out liquidity. Okay, then we have taken a long at that level, and that long has moved up with displacement. You can see this fair value gap. Now, at that point, our trade is at least 50 pips in profit, and my rules inside of VIP are that when your position moves by at least 50 pips, put your stop to break even. Okay, so we're watching this and it's coming down. This is now 3:30 a.m., which is another key time in the London session. And we're expecting this is a pullback into this bullish order block because this down candle came into this bullish order block. Then the market moved with displacement. And therefore, we can expect a pullback into this bullish order block where at a key time like 3:30, we expect the market to reprice higher. However, what's actually happened in this case is this is coming to a fair value gap on the right-hand side, right, for a move down. Okay, and therefore we've had to close our trade out for break even or small loss. Now, what that has essentially become is the pump for this dump, okay, from that fair value gap. A little bit tricky because typically we're looking for the dump. This was a very clean setup, okay, to take a long, and we're expecting at least a target of previous daily high, okay, so we don't get that. Now, in VIP, we're not afraid to take the next opportunity, okay, when we identified that to be the pump, that to be the dump because of that bearish fair value gap, all we're doing is we've cut our trades to either break even or small loss, okay, and we're now looking for the next opportunity, which we get at the end of London for a nice movement. I took that trade on with size and just closed it at the open of New York, but then the rest of other students traded that pullback for the original target that we were looking for, which was previous daily highs, and that therefore became the dump for the pump. So we had the dump, another dump, and then that was the pump. That was the trade from either the low of the day, which is where I traded from, but I exited here. That was enough for me. It's 70 or 80 pips on a significant size, which I will share with you, the actual execution video. Others entered from New York up, okay, because there's also bullish signatures at the open of New York. Again, you can see the signatures down here, bullish order block, those two down candles, okay. You can also see the setups, that's the setup. You can also see the setup here at the open of New York. You got this down candle, okay, that coming into this fair value gap. We trade above there, so you can enter long there, or at 9 a.m., which is pushing into that down candle, which is a bullish order block. So that's the setup. Why did you not take it? Because you don't know the context behind that trade. Maybe you did, okay? So that's why you need to be part of the community so you can understand the bigger picture of what's going on, what we see, the timings, the manipulation, the setup itself, right? There's different types of setup that I teach VIP, how to enter on lower 1 minute time frames. I've gone through that with them on that setup, okay? Even though I've showed them both how to enter with sniper entry, 1 minute time frame, okay? And how to enter just on a 15-minute chart through this bullish order block, or this bullish order block at 9 a.m., okay? Or this bullish breaker at the end of the session here, okay? Or this fair value gap at 8 a.m., right? So it's so many opportunities there, so many different setups. Which one did you take? You know them all. You know about bullish order block. You know about the fair value gap. You know about the bullish breaker. There was ample of those opportunities to take that long from there, or from there, or from this level, from there to that high, okay? If you didn't take any of those, well, then you're missing the context. You're not confident in understanding the market context, the directional bias, and that's where our VIP helps you, because we're doing this as a group. We're talking about this daily. We're looking at each other's charts, providing feedback. We're looking at where the setups are, where the targets are, where are the liquidity pools. These are the things that you learn in VIP, and we're learning them live with live price action, okay? Then we have lessons inside of the VIP community. What are the high probability setups to look for? If I asked you what is the setup that you look for on a daily basis to go long, could you describe it to me? What do you need to see? Could you describe it to me? My VIP can describe that to me because I've taught that to them. They know what they need to see to take a long. And the same goes for a short. Okay, they know how to expect the pullback to end. So this level on this line, my VIP students have been taught how to come up with that line, to expect a possible reversal from that point. And from that point, where's the next station? They know where the next station is. If this is now turning around, they know exactly where the next station is. And if it goes beyond that next station, they know exactly what to look for a continuation trade, okay? And what that potential target should be, such as the high of a previous day or high of a previous session, right? That's what it means to be part of VIP, because you're learning with a group of people who are doing the same as everyone in that group. And so when you're together with like-minded people, the feedback from others or the questions asked from others, you get that collective knowledge, right? And then obviously with myself being there, guiding everybody step by step on what to look for, at what time, okay, what price level, really then it solidifies the lessons, okay? Because I'm trading every day, almost every session, and I'm talking about my ideas, what I'm looking for. That's what you need. That's what's missing out there. You don't have a teacher out there anywhere that teaches you live on a market like gold, okay? So the reason I am making this video is just to walk you through what we've been doing in VIP and to notify you in advance of what I said previously, which is that at some point from the launch of the VIP community, prices are going to increase, and that is now starting from next month. So you still have some time to lock in the current price of $97 per month to join VIP, okay? And once you join, then that price is locked in forever for you, so long as you are a continuous monthly subscriber, okay? Now let's talk about next week. Let me turn off these colors, we don't need them anymore, okay? If we look at the daily chart, we can see that we have come into discount a couple of days ago, okay? I've spoken about this many times, that when you come into a fair value gap on a daily chart, as we have done a couple of days ago, then that is discount pricing, and that is where the institutions and large fund traders get in, okay? So at that point, what's happened is external liquidity has been taken, and the market's now seeking, let me just reverse a little bit. So external liquidity has been taken, right, these highs. The market is then seeking liquidity and or inefficiency in the opposing end. So it comes down, this is Wednesday, okay? Takes out these lows here, and comes into this fair value gap on Wednesday. So it's taken liquidity and come into a level of inefficiency. Hasn't fully balanced that entire gap, but that's okay. It's just looking to come into that inefficiency. That is a discount. That is where institutions and other large fund traders have come in and accumulated their positions, okay? The expectation now would be that we take out liquidity resting above in the opposing end, okay? So that's where we are headed, and that's most likely where we will go. I think 2,800 is now on the cards, okay? We do need to be a little bit careful of this upcoming rejection block on this daily chart, okay? So this level here is a rejection block. So as the market comes into there, maybe Monday or Tuesday, we may have a pullback, okay? And then some kind of reversal to go higher, ultimately taking out this liquidity resting above, right? That'll be the high of this week that's just passed, which is Wednesday. It's the high of Wednesday, last Wednesday, okay? That's just passed. So that's what I kind of expect the market to do. What I think I want to see is most likely we will, let's add a couple of things on this chart. So number one, I've already said, be careful of this rejection block. Okay, if we add a midpoint of this wick, the wick is just another fair value gap as taught by ICT. Okay, so we may on a Monday kind of come into that, which is also basically coming into this rejection block. Okay, and then I think we will have some kind of a pullback. Okay, most likely a nice level will be in the middle of this wick. So let's mark out that as well. Okay, so if I take this and mark out this wick, that's there. Maybe we've already marked out with that purple line. So I'd like to see a move back down into that wick. Now, obviously, this is going to be a lower time frame. I'm showing it to you on a daily time frame. So that could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, middle of the week, some kind of reversal to go back up to take out last Wednesday's highs, which is the week of high of the last week. Okay, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Okay, now it's also possible that at some point we reverse, okay, and take out these lows down here. Right, I do think we need to get a bit deeper into this fair value gap. Okay, and I think we need to see 2,700. Right, and as well as what I mentioned previously, 2680 was the level I mentioned previously that I think we also need to get down to as well. So I think, yes, we will take out these highs. I think, yes, there will be a bit of manipulation early in the week, and then middle of the week it should be back up here, and then maybe we go and have a big move down maybe on Friday next week. I haven't checked the news calendar, so I don't know if it's going to be exactly Friday, but I do think that we do need to get down to 2,700. I think these folks who have been long from Wednesday need to be stopped out. Okay, again, I'm going to repeat what I said last week. What I think here doesn't really matter. It's going to come down to the setup on the day. Right, that's what's important. For my draw on liquidity, I'm looking at this to be taken out. Okay, for that to happen, I want to see some level of manipulation early in the week, and then a move up, and then maybe move back down. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking for. I hope this video has been useful. Again, I say to you that join the VIP community if you really want to learn how to do this properly and be with like-minded people, and we all are looking at each other's charts and providing feedback, because that's how you learn. Right, you need to supply your chart Where are you thinking of taking along? Why are you thinking of taking along there? What's your target? What's your bias? Why are you making that, what's your reasoning? That's how you learn, because then I step in and provide feedback, okay? As well as then looking at how someone that trades every day successfully is executing their trades, and looking at why I'm deciding to trade at that time, at that price level, in that direction. I provide all of that in advance to students. That's the benefit of VIP, okay? Okay, folks, I'm going to show you a trade execution video of a trade along that I did from this level, which is the end of the London session. Okay, I'm going to drop down into a 1 minute time frame, which is the time frame that I use for my entries. Now, you're not going to understand why I entered that position, okay, because it's quite an advanced entry in a 1 minute time frame. You don't need to, right? Because in VIP, we learn about easy setups. So in VIP, they've just used this bullish order block on the 15-minute chart, which I've given them, right, to trade this long that started this move up, okay? I simply traded that move from, on a smaller time frame, okay, up to the bearish breaker, bearish order block, okay? So it's basically a 70, 80 pip move. I already had a level determined on my chart where I was expecting to be a low to be formed. Now, that's not guaranteed. I'm just expecting the low to be formed at that price point. Okay, it could have been lower, but I'm watching price at my level at a specific time to see if I'm getting the reaction, the behavior in price that I need to determine if that is going to be in fact a low. And that's what I have determined at that point in time. And I told my VIP that I'm taking along at that price level at that time in advance before I even executed the trade. Okay, so let me now bring the video where I recorded this for my VIP. I'm just going to walk you through what you see here on the screen. Now, it's significant size, the 15 lot. Okay, so I'm going to play the video and I'm just going to walk you through what's going on here. Okay, so this is the trade. You can see it's 5 lots, so it's a 15 lot I've taken along based on identifying that I've come into a key low, okay, and after seeing the way that price is behaving, I've determined that to be the low, okay. Also, notice that these 3 down candles, that is basically our bullish order block. Now, I've longed from here, so at this point in time, I'm in a bit of drawdown, but I'm not concerned at all. Notice that I say, I'm just going to rewind that, right? Notice that I say, even though we're coming down, I'm still looking for higher prices. I'm actually going to add here, and now I am 20 lot long. This is all live, right? I've told my VIP I'm going to take along in advance before taking this long, okay? And so here I am long 20 lots, okay? Going up to my target. You can see that this is significant size, and even though I was in drawdown, for 20 lot, that wasn't much drawdown, it was only 20 pips drawdown, okay? I'm still not fearful because I understand price, I know what's going on, so I've added, okay? Now, that's a very basic setup. It is a bullish order block, 3 down candles taking out liquidity at a key time, okay, for entry long. And you don't need to have that level of precision like I have, because I've been doing this for so long, and you don't need to trade with such large size. That obviously is an individual's account size and tolerance and risk level, right? That's for me, for the risk that I want to take. So I've hit target, I've peeled off positions. That single trade was almost $20,000, okay? But the trade was based on setups that you already know. Look at the 3 down candles right there. They're the bullish order block. We've had nice move, displacement, okay? And I'm going to just play this again. The initial entry was on that move up after having the context in the back of my mind. Before I've even entered, I've told VIP I'm taking along here, because I've established key levels on my chart and looked at price behaving at that key level, okay? Then I have a bit of drawdown. I understand that this is either coming back into the bullish order block or this fair value gap. So I'm watching the market, I'm not concerned, okay? And here I add, I'm going to be adding more. I'm still looking for prices to move higher, okay? So that's the level that I am hoping my VIP get to. Not talking about the numbers and the account size, I'm talking about understanding price action and being able to confidently take a position in line with their own risk tolerance levels, and understanding what price is doing at that point in time, understanding that that is now forming the low of the day, right, based on a predetermined calculated level, at which point when we get to at the right time, we are looking at how price is behaving so that we can have that confirmation that it is in fact the low of the day at that level, and then having the confidence to execute, okay, and understanding where the initial target should be, right? So as I said, I put that long on at the low of, at the end of the London session, okay, and having the understanding that that is the low of the day at that key price level at that time. But VIP were also given this as a setup to engage with price on a paper trading account or demo account based on this bullish order block on a 15-minute chart for repricing higher. As I said on my particular trade, I exited here because I just wanted to trade up to this bearish order block, and that was enough for me with size, okay? So again, I hope the video is useful, okay? I invite you to join the VIP community. I think that's where you really need to be if you really want to learn this stuff the right way and be with like-minded people. And so get on that group before the price hike next month, okay? I will now talk with you in a future video.